Hey, what's up, snipers? Sniper Nick here. Hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday so far. In the midst of all this craziness, in the midst of the quarantine, we are doing this from the house down here in sunny South Florida. Not too bad, got the birds chirping. But tonight, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the watch list for tomorrow. We got 4 stocks we're gonna talk about, and we are in 2 of them. So this will be an exciting one. Let's go ahead and dive in. Oh, before I get started, I do wanna give a quick sniper shout out to our guy Sauceboiiy. He absolutely crushed it in the chat today. In the morning, he was able to take a nice bag in J-Nug, $740 gain. But check this up, to follow up later on, he actually grabbed one of the plays that we're in and what we're gonna discuss. We're actually still in it, we're holding overnight. And that's RMSL, which is the stock you see here at 401. My boy Sauceboiiy says, thank you snipers, made 764 on RMSL at the airport with my boo. Let's go. And he's on the way to Florida. So nice, Sauceboiiy. Hit us up when you get down here, man. But anyway, congrats, Sauceboiiy. Let's keep it going, man. It's definitely a journey, so one trade at a time. Imagine continuing days like that. That's more than I used to make on my paycheck when I was at my full-time job. Let's go, and let's keep it going. But all right, let's go ahead and let's dive into the watch list for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, March 18th. Start off the watch list, I want to say happy St. Patty's Day to all my Irish people out there. This might bring some excitement over here. I hope it does in some way. Let's start with the first stock. Like I said, the first 2 we're going to talk about were in overnight. First stock here is what you're looking at. It's RMSL. It's an OTC first green day that brought us a power hour bag. We actually secured $300 on this one, and that's just half of our position. We sold half of it. We're holding half overnight. Got in 120K shares. We ended up buying it at 2. I'll go ahead and dive into the 1 day, 1 minute in a second just to show you, but we were able to sell it on a push in power hour at 2.5. So we sold 60K shares at 2.5, and that's how we secured that $300 bag. And now we're looking to get a gap up to get a little bit more tomorrow. So let's dive into the 1 day, 1 minute here. Let's see what we're talking about. And this is RMSL, and as you can see, it's this big green day. We're diving into the 1 day, 1 minute. Look at that nice power hour push that it brought us here. Trading a little bit choppy, but towards the end of the day, the range started to close up, and it was a first green day, so we really started to eye in. It started to get bids to stack at 0.0185. So when we saw those bids stack in, we're like, okay, we like this risk. Let's go ahead. If it gets past 2, we're gonna go ahead and take a swing, and that's exactly what happened. We got the full fill, 120K shares, and then it got a nice push. And when you get a push like that from 2 to 2.5, you got to start thinking of rewarding yourself. So we went ahead and took half the bag there, secured it, and what we did is we set another limit up at 0.0269, so looking for one more push. It didn't get that second push, however it did close at the high or right off the high, so this is looking good for tomorrow. We're going to be looking for a gap up. Ideally it gaps up and get some buyers where we could sell into the 2.6s, 2.7s. If this one is not gapping up, it's going to be a strict cut, and we're looking to take the profit that we got and take the money and run. The next one, TDU. This is a listed one. Alright, so we're playing all kinds of stocks here. TDU here is another first green day. This one we played on this day here. TDU has a history of gapping up after first green days. This was a very nice gap up, going from 285 and then opening at 301 the next day. We're looking for a gap up on the first green day. So let's go ahead and talk about where we bought it and the cushion we have overnight, and then what we're looking to do for tomorrow. Nice little trickle throughout the day, and we actually grabbed it right here at 179. So it spiked past the high of the day in power hour at 318, and then it came back down, and we had our limit ready at 379, and when it came back down, it ate us up. After that, it got a little bit of volume. As you can see, TDU's kind of light, so we're looking for volume tomorrow, and it continued to push, and it got us a nice little 10-cent cushion. What we're looking for here is a gap up and to sell into buyers. So we think TDU could actually get some buyers in the morning if it gaps up. So we're looking for that, and we'll hopefully get a sell on the 4s. We're actually gonna move our cut up a little bit. Since we got in at 379, we're not even gonna risk anything on this anymore. We're gonna set our cut at 379. So our cut originally was 369, but since we do have that 10-cent cushion now, since we're up a little bit, we can go ahead and adjust. You know, we got to sit back at the end of the day, see what happened. And we're gonna go ahead, and if it does, you know, come back at 379 our spot, we'll go ahead and take profits. Ideally, this gaps up and get some buyers in the 4, so we could take that money and run here as well. The next 2 are ones that we're looking at for tomorrow. The first one is actually on the short radar, so let's pull this up. Apron, and a lot of you guys might know this company. It's Blue Apron, so this one will be interesting to talk about. So as you can see, the reason why it's on our short radar is because Blue Apron came up from 220 yesterday, and it topped out at 750 today. wild gain for Blue Apron. It has no news, and the whole market has just been in crumbles, just been in shambles the past 2 days. But this one, for some weird reason, has been spiking. There's no news, but there's speculation that people will order Blue Apron if there's a quarantine. All right? I got a whole bunch of food from Publix. I got a whole bunch of good meat and good chickens. I don't have to worry about Blue Apron. The key word here, like I said, is speculation. This is a lower float, so it did get that short squeeze. That's probably what's going on here. However, if this continues tomorrow, we're looking to lay the hammer on this and short this thing. 795 area is a key resistance spot on the long-term chart. Ideally, this gets one more spike, so the downside could be really juicy for us. Saw it short squeeze for 2 days. If we get one more short squeeze for that third day, we're going to be looking at this. We're really going to be eyeing it down, especially if it's a quick morning spike, because those quick morning spikes and overextended plays come down quick as well. And last but not least, guys, we always like to have one wildcard play of the night, and our wildcard play tonight is DECN. It's an OTC 52-week breakout. It broke out in the morning. It had a monster push in the morning. Let me dive into the 1 day, 1 minute so you could check it out. Wild push from 8 to 13.79 as it was breaking that 52-week high. So that's 72% push in the morning. That just shows the legs on Deacon. So we really like this. And what we're looking for on this wildcard play is a continuation, a second leg for day 2 on DECN. Now, a key spot we're going to be watching is this 12.6 area, as it came up and it hit that spot a couple times, but it never could get back past it to go test that high again. So that's actually going to be the spot we are watching tomorrow. It did close above VWAP, so that's nice. And they also got some news talking about a coronavirus kit. So an OTC stock talking about coronavirus. It's got some hype behind it. Let's see what happens with DECN. This is our wildcard pick of the night. See if we can get that second leg. Much love, snipers. Stay safe in this wild time. Quarantine if you need to. Figure out what you got to do. I'm going to get some marshmallows maybe to do some s'mores. We'll figure it out. We're going to figure it out together. The chat, keep crushing it, guys. We will always be there because the market doesn't close. So we'll see you guys tomorrow in the chat. Much love, snipers. See you guys.